Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to The Longing. It's day 377. Whew, we're getting through it. Only like 3 weeks to go. Oh my goodness, only 3 weeks and 2 days until the end. Oh, and I'll be free. Free of this hell. I'm just kidding, I'm having a great time. It is Sunday, the 5th of December today. What was in my advent calendar today? It was a little teddy bear, I think. It was kind of a little bit deformed. There was obviously a teddy bear that was part of it, and then on its left leg there was kind of a weird growth that I don't know if it was meant to be like something it was sitting on or something that it was in front of it. I don't know, but I wrote down teddy bear ? Because I wasn't too sure if there was something else that I was missing. But that's what was in day 5 of my advent calendar. What was in day 5 of your advent calendar? I hope you have one, or I'll be mad. And I will ban you from my YouTube account. Can you do that? Is that a thing? Am I making that up? I have been playing Blade and Sorcery today. I bought it for my Oculus Quest. It's called Blade and Sorcery Nomad on the Quest, but it's the same game. It's difficult. Coming from like 30 hours of Gorn that I've played in the last couple of weeks, or in the last week. When did I get it? I think I got it last week. But I have played a hell of a lot of Gorn, and coming from that and going to something, you know, Gorn is very cartoony and kind of over the top, and Blade and Sorcery is very precise, and you know that's a sword fighting game, not a hitting people game. You know, I'm not very good at Blade and Sorcery, at least not yet, but I will become the greatest sword fighter in the land. Maybe, I don't know, I doubt it. The difference is everything has weight in Blade and Sorcery. I think this is a really interesting part about VR. When you're playing VR, when you're playing anything in VR, you're going to have to hold something eventually. You're going to have to pull something, you're going to have to, you know, lift something up, you're going to have to carry something, whatever it is, you will be touching something with your hands. But in real life, you're not actually doing any of that. You're not picking anything up, you're not holding anything. You're just holding, like, a controller that doesn't weigh very much. And so, for a lot of games, it can be difficult to get across that feeling of you're holding something. And Blade and Sorcery and Walking Dead Saints and Sinners are the only games I've played so far that actually kind of have a weight system. So in The Walking Dead, I'll start with this one. In The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, then your knife doesn't weigh anything. You are not encumbered by it when you're waving it around or whatever. Same with, like, a pistol. That's fine, you can wiggle that all over the place. But if you get a two-handed weapon, like a big fire axe, you can't lift that with one hand, it's way too heavy. And so, wherever your hand is in real life, in the game, your hand will start to drop. Because you can't lift it up. Your character can't lift it up. And it's really, really effective. It's the same with stuff like two-handed guns, like a rifle or a shotgun. And it is really effective. It's the same with heavy items. You can pick up propane tanks. You cannot lift them, like, above your knee. You could put in real life, you could put your arm above your head. In the game, it wouldn't lift up. And it's really incredible for the immersion. Because it feels like your brain, you look down and you see an arm coming out of you that's holding a thing that's being weighed down by it, and your brain just kind of fills in the gaps. And Blade and Sorcery does the same thing. Unlike Gorn, where you can wave those swords and you can wave those maces about willy-nilly. There's no weight to them. They do other stuff to make it seem realistic and immersive. Like, I mean, it's obviously very cartoony. But in Gorn, then all the weapons kind of wiggle about a bit, which is kind of fun. And I think that helps. It gives it some kind of weight behind every punch. But in Blade and Sorcery, you can't just do that. If you want to swing a sword, you can't just bring it down instantly. Sorry, I stopped walking there because I was doing the movement with my arm. You can't just bring it down instantly because a sword weighs something. You have to, like, it takes some time to swing it. And I'm not quite used to that yet. But it is fun, stuff I've played so far. I enjoy stabbing people and punching them in the face and then stabbing them. It's a fun game. And I'm going to play some more after I finish this. The other game I bought today, I bought 2 VR games today, 2 more, because I've beaten Gorn. I'm still playing Onward. Beat Saber is more of an arcade game rather than like a story one. I also bought Resident Evil 4 VR, and I am a little bit scared of playing it because, I mean, I'm not scared, I guess, like, excited. I know that it's gonna eat up my time. And I know that it's a game that will demand my attention and my concentration more than anything else I've played. People say that Resident Evil 4 is one of the greatest video games ever made. So, and I've never played it. I've never played a Resident Evil game. That's a lie. I played the first one for like 20 minutes, but whew, that's a rough game. But I'm very excited to play Resident Evil 4 in VR. I've heard people say it's a great port. I've heard people say that it's a good game in general. But when I go downstairs right now, I'm going to play more Blade and Sorcery because that's fun, and I like stabbing people. Most of VR is just revealing that you're a sociopath. Psychopath, not sociopath. That's just what I am outside of VR. VR's so much fun. Other than that, I've done a lot of VR stuff today because it is my weekend starts today. I've got today and tomorrow off work. So I've just been doing that mostly today. It's still a lot of fun. I'm still having the time of my life. Has anything else happened today? No. It is the series finale of this series of Doctor Who tonight. Haven't watched it yet. I will watch it later, probably. And there was something else I wanted to talk about, but I'll probably talk about that tomorrow, because today I just talked about VR game design. So, thank you so much for watching. It's been a pleasure as always. I hope you've all had a really good day, and I'll see you tomorrow.